9, your best choice.
Number 1. Number 1.
I have been working for the past 6 years with we are going, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning all. I think since Joseph Boaka for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boaka took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to work a day to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for work and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and she want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. But everybody that work under Jowea government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry. We went to the mansion in group 730 persons. Paulina, she said Jowea put her father down, but he was working. So anybody that work on a Jowea with him, that Jowea put that she will put them down. So therefore she came and said she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So we asked her that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Boaka got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. And she left, so we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boaka, Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka, and I'm always talking to the senator, representative that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother, we for you. We fought for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running. She know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on your work woman. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your we are. Please, our senator, you get back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. You you say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking prayer from our mom. We will be marching as a group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will care all the way they keep putting in Uganda, they care us. Because they want the king for the care. They say they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to care us. We will march to the mansion, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that work with Minister of State that they put down, I've been saying they will wear black. We'll go to the mansion, we'll put tire, we'll bring it, we'll walk to the mansion. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood and he said, your words are coming to Paulina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us someone. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
The government said they came to rescue us, but they came to kill us slowly. There's some of us, we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. Now on the side of selling, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fees. But the government, people come here and they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once on the 7 areas, they sort of be careful with. They want us out. The people want us running from China. They don't put the effort to clear the poo-poo. Yeah, Central Bay. All in the car, the necklace, and not in the price, on the car. Yeah, all the favorite necklace, they can occupy the car. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know how job facility, our children on our house we college, now the business we do to sustain our children. Just a Boaka kilo kill and they kilo rescue. Why they say we should vote for our children's future? They don't want our children's future. They give to damage our children's future. If they love the citizen, if they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our telegraph, none of the brown men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything. There's some of us will not educated at the basement parking hall. So when they tap around us, their body will move. Some of us will not offer our weapon. We're going to menace him there. Because when you come into our market, we'll blind your eye. We will grab on you. Baba signal will wrestle on you. Because we fell out with them. Don't say in their country. Yeah? Don't say I can rescue them or kill or slow them. I get it there. So security, they keep my police, they keep my around with selling police, they keep my girl and where they say, for now until the 7th, they will see her on the street. That's why you don't get nobody job and say anything. And they're on the street, the people from the federal office, they can come by our floor. I want people making it. Yeah? And I think blessing will not be looking in market. I am on the street, and I'm market to say, in a general market. Say, La Bureau of Phone, all over the world, the Great America, they sell on the street. Africa, they sell on the street. That then La Bureau, why they improve that they want to suppress up on the street.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, a good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy in paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the owner could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said, I agree with you. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
They bring her to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm joining to go see to the web mainland too. To get money to the store, they will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the night, around 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I lecture been and call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
It's different working place. You come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah.
I security man say the man go steal.
How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand,
yeah,
then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When they call you in the now.
when the man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message your tea.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The message you want to give you what tea?
tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of full bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friend called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a Jeep. Then there are 2.
A big Jeep. Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin. I'll leave.
To all of you, and welcome to the program Face the Issues right here on Freedom 87.9 and 95.7, and other radio stations as well across the Southeast. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time DTV online as well carrying this broadcast. And thanks to many of you Liberians who will try your best through whatever medium through which you can use to get this platform and get on this platform. I think we are forever grateful to you. And thanks so much to God Almighty that you are there. And we'll say thanks to Radio Entertainment team for making sure that at least when our people listen, they do take away something. And it's that thing that we call the cash giveaway. It's not from us, but it's from them. And that's their own way, innovations. So they try to work up with it so that our people can get something. So we want to say thanks to the team. And they are our strongest partners who have been helping to make sure that our listeners don't just listen in vain. Yeah, not all, but a huge portion of them can get something to take back home when they play with just bare minimum of 100. You get 2.5. 70 cents. You have 2.5. And as well on Wednesday midweeks, you get 4,000, 5,000. That's what they gave. And I think it's good for all of us, and we are certainly getting there. So with God above all, we will certainly over all prevail. And my name is Abraham Godson. We're right here with you tonight on this very day. Someone, oh, sorry, man, please. So, we think for sure we are certainly getting there. We'll get there. Don't worry. This country is an interesting country. Yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. So where are we getting now? I'm asking you, where are we getting? We are getting there. So I don't know why you people will be thinking otherwise. But we are getting there. So thanks to all of you for the time. And at least it's a fantastic moment for all of us. And we'll certainly get there no matter what the circumstances are. We will get there. With God above all, we will over all prevail. Okay, so folks, welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not in any way means that we regret our actions. Never ever do we regret our actions. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are here to do what we think we can do for you and our country. Right? Yeah. So, a lot of things are happening. How was the weekend with you guys? Great? Fantastic? Yeah. Some of you were happy. Like some of you were sad. But whichever way it went, we are still alive, especially for those of us who God was able to bless with life up to this day. So we are very happy that we are here. And we are going to work for the sake of this country. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for his life he continues to share with us and amongst us. So we are forever grateful. I am reading a book. It's a pamphlet or it's a book. Yeah. There is one former U.S. ambassador, U.S. diplomat, because I know at one point in time he was a deputy charge affairs back from 1979, 79 or so forth, going to 1980 when the coup took place. He was somewhere around Liberia. And at that time, the U.S. ambassador proper had left, and they were now getting another U.S. ambassador who was still going through confirmation and was expected to come to Liberia. So they called the guy, and Wilson Peckham's. Sorry, let me get in. Let me get in good. Yeah, let me get in good. So yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I think I got it. So great. Edward J. Peckham's. So he the one, and upon his mission in Liberia, after he completed his mission, he wrote something. They call that Mr. Ambassador. They call that book, and that read out Mr. Ambassador. And he said, Warrior for Peace. That's why he put on it, Mr. Ambassador, Warrior for Peace. And I am going through it. And everything I have there, I will share with you what it is. It's 2006, I think that's when he was able to publish his book. So the caption of it, you'll see as that, but of course the Liberian Revolution. It said, Liberia in Revolution. There is the only, so far, U.S. diplomat to record who may have told us who we are. You know, there are many times we call ourselves Uncle Sen, stepchild, all the kind of thing. He was able to explain to us, he said, why would certain people just choose to call themselves Uncle Sen, stepchild? There are a lot of things that happen to us, and he was able to, in the same book, and the little I read so far, he was able to talk about how Tubot was killed by Harrison Penner, and how Harrison Penner, when he was killed in Tubot, and Harrison Penner was talking about he had a grudge against Tubot himself. So he used the Bayonef, and they call it Benef. Hey, I can call it Benef. Yeah, Benef. So, and so Harrison Penner was killed in Tubot, and Tubot still alive, and he's killed in Tubot and telling Tubot, because Harrison Penner, according to his book, is somebody who had always wanted to go to school to the U.S., but the government always turned down his application for him to go. So they always step on it. So he saw it as an opportunity to venge at Tubot. So when he was piercing the bayonet in Tubot, he was telling him, so he was telling him a exact quote. What was the exact quote he used in this? He said this here. Yeah, he was using it. You were tearing it in Tubot. He said, okay, Harrison Penner. He said he told Tubot bayonet. He told him something. He said Tubot killed by Harrison Penner, a vicious man with a high grudge against the president. Penner was a country person, and he said how they used to call people countrymen. When you got there, yeah, the man narrated well, man. Until that, by the way, he was a black man like us. He really narrated and said a lot. That way, if you were to read this thing and understand yourself, you're not be kidding yourself for nothing. This man really put everything aside. Remember, he's somebody who headed the U.S. foreign interest in Liberia. The country that will say, oh yeah, American Chinese Christ, the man explain everything. Just say God using, say, look, tell these people what really been going on. What is it? But our people now read all of these things there, but still they are the same. Who told you the people that are reading today? Because they know about it. But some of us, thank God, we didn't come across them, but God just built within us that sense of belonging, that sense of patriotism, nationalism, and that pan-Africanism, and mentality that is driven towards self-sustainability, and trying to do things, and of course self-worth and respect. Yeah, so and I think it's very much good, and I think it was very much fantastic. So that's what he said. He said as he was trying to butcher Tubot, he said Penner was a country person whose applications to go abroad to school had been repeatedly turned down by the government. So in quote, this is what Penner was saying. Penner said, you wouldn't let me go to school. Penner told Tubot, bayoneting, amen. It was very terrible. Bayoneting, and of course, disemboweling the president. He said Penner shot so forth here and there, but he was a statistic killer who became the new government's tax collector. He said they couldn't allow him to go to school. So they say by 1980, and 5% or less of the elite American Liberians and class controlled the majority population of 95% indigenous people. The ruling class was educated in the United States at institutions such as Harvard. And so forth. He said a lot. I'm reading. I will share with you all these things. That's what we are here for tonight. We're trying to share with you a lot of things that he talked about. How he met Do. I met him because at that time the new ambassador was in transition. The same way we just went to election and we still having a Shachi affair here, and the new ambassador had not come, despite him going through confirmation at the same thing. So they level like that. And he was also he asked me a lot. He has personal interaction because his role at that time was his mission at that time, and America's interest at the time was stability, to stabilize the country and be able to direct the country towards peace and stability. And during that period, so he was the mission-focused person. He was the person in charge at that time. So I'm reading through fantastic things, and as I'm reading through them, I'm getting to be refreshed. And I like a Liberian history. I like that. That's good. But we are getting there. By the grace of God, we will get there. Yeah. All right. So let us get to business tonight. Very fantastic business tonight. Freedom Cash giveaway continues. *7#, and then you press on. Then it takes you to a drop-down menu of several other radio stations. So Sense Face the Issue is here, and you just go. You hit on 11. So when you hit on 11, then of course you are hitting at this program at this time. So that is how it works for you, so that you get it. And Patrick Kennedy, you there, Jesus? Got about Liberian selling. That's true. They say Liberian selling what? Chicken feathers. To do what with it? On what condition are they selling it? Yeah, I saw a video trending where they talked about someone selling chicken feathers and so forth. But again, this is Liberia for you. Anything can go. We are in a confused state. From a failed state, failed state to the governable state, then we'll get back to confused state. From confused state, if we're not careful, we'll go back to failed state. Right? Good. And the time we're fighting the war, they said Liberia was a failed state. Good. When Ellen came in power, they brought it back to governance. Democratic governance. Joshua King, he continued from there. Bogaka now he took it back to and when confusion start, then failure come in. So confused state, that confused state we are on now. So from confused state, then you go back to failed state. Because the confusion got to start first before the failure comes. So now we are here, and I these people are interesting people. I was just telling my boy in the gym just now, when I was in the gym just a while ago, and I told him, I said, why people can be worried about pleasing people? Yeah. So sometimes you ask yourself the question, why people can be worried about pleasing people? I got a message. And oh, you're there. AV do the one. Yeah. Victor, Thomas, what's up? How's everything with you? We are certainly getting there, and we will get there, right? But you know what I like? Good. Let me go do something. Good, brilliant, fantastic. And that is what I like. That is what I really, when you get parents who born you and they train you and they put certain disciplines in you. Yeah. Even they are dead and gone, you will always celebrate them. And that's one thing for sure. Right? Yeah. So we are certainly getting there. I can show you Sunday Jana. You see the country. I see how the country looking. Hey, country. But we are getting there. Don't worry. We will certainly get there. Let me go play my chief, yeah. Hey, man, happy player. Cool. Yeah. The country is an interesting country. When when your parents born you, and they born you, not just born you, but born you good. And when I go to the gym this time, when I coming from there, I can but who tell you I'm not going to the gym for? I beg you, to can't do something with the people. People can't do all kind of thing they tell you for that one. I'll go to the gym. Good. So let me see. Good. Let me play something for you. Yeah. You listen to this one.
George Bono, we are six at the modern day program at the fucking culture at their family fellowship church. Now in your play, the former president of the Republic of Liberia is on the mic. His web just moving.
So now they cannot tell the man you to be doing when you're president. Tell them that we are president is singing it. So they say, oh yeah, red press go up. Then we are there singing. You see that? The man singing is timely. You see? So they you know the countries are good. So now again, I wake up and I don't want to present, but just to laugh. So the people who are serious-minded people. So the people who are serious-minded people, who are very serious-minded people, that didn't want to run the country like they do. The play ball was in power. Things were not like this. The men used to sing. You know, sometimes, you know how God used to fight for the Israelites? When the guys went to fight the wall of Jericho, when they wanted to bring down the wall of Jericho, to deal with the whole thing, to conquer the army, God wanted to say, you'll sink. That's all you do. When you sink, you have defeated your enemies. So now, God can win battle just by sinking. That's just all. So when they get ready, you go, you sit and you sing. You think about Liberia problem, right? So Liberia problem is very big. Now you get to know the secret behind we are sinking. Right? So when we are thinking about the country problem, he just goes to God and says, God, I leave it in your hand. I will celebrate. And eventually things will change. You will just see things just falling in place. They're very sinking for him. You see, the man is sinking sweet mother's son. And he said, Mama, I could never forget everything you ever did because you are mother. You see, that man here, his mother born him good. That man you see here in sinking here like this. So that man here, a man born him good. And you know the problem about him too again? This which is not a problem. The good thing about him, which is good for you to understand, is that when you carry along with you mother's blessings, father's blessings, you are safe. Nothing moves you. Nothing moves you. So you saw how he treated, if wherever he went, his mother was right beside him. Because of the lady there. Today, his mother dead and gone. What can he do? Sing for all mothers. In their hardship, he's singing for them. And that's happiness for the man. What do you want for the man to do now? The man is happy. So you want the man to cry? We all cry. No, the serious people have come to take over this country. But some are not taking them serious. So as a result, we'll continue to lie. That those of you who say you need a seriousness in this country, the serious thing have started happening already. And when things are getting serious, they tend to start getting tough. And that's where we are getting now in this country. I thank God. Please play and please be playing your Freedom Cash giveaway. Why you ought to get your stuff them. Please continue. Get me playing it. You know, this country is an interesting country. Thank God that everything we had envisaged is about to come to pass. Or it's coming to pass already. It's all those things we said are unfolding now. Everything is unfolding. And only shame can get people to defend themselves in the wake of the growing waves of shame are getting them. They have come, they have done out a witch hunt, they have divided this country, they have made people not to respect their bosses, they have made people to start insulting their bosses, they have made everyone else to start misbehaving, rudeness has taken over, and they have made this country to just be a country of lawlessness. All the things that you see they're doing is, hey, I'm putting law in place, that's so trash. This morning I came to work, the whole Central Street, very much dirty, all up, nothing sound is happening in the streets. And I'm not the kind of person who can be doing video passing around with you to show what into your. You tell me I get time for your fake thing here, you to be doing your core propaganda. You think we really get time for that? I got my serious word to go to there. I can show you what thing. Don't die there doing. Look, let me tell you something. This country, God is using this moment so that you people can feel the pinch of your ungratefulness. I still believe that this election was not won fairly. It was stolen. And anything you steal, until you can return it to the proper owner, you will never find any rest. You will never find peace. It's God. There are people who go into places, they steal people, man, they carry the man, and all kind of chocolate happening until you can release that man and go back to where he belongs. Look, let me tell you something. When you steal, it's not good. What that does not belong to you, you are depriving people of what they ought to get. Liberian people were deprived of their happiness because stealing took place. And the worst thing about stealing business is that the one who stole can never find peace. You can't enjoy it. So all the people, that way you see in the wake of all the things that are happening, the people who were victims of the stealing, though they will be affected, but the impact will not be as compared to the ones who stole. And when we talk about the impact, sometimes you may not see it. You may not be able to understand it, right? So, there may be hunger in the land. But there are times that hunger will not strike people whom the hunger was not meant for, to teach them a lesson. God will always find a way to grant in that relief, that moment of relax. They will really relax themselves. They are not moved by that. That's why it is. Let me come to what's happening in this country now. One, like I said before, our PA, GMB, the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, Chusa Yuman Boakai, the aged president, from day one, and which has been demonstrated by his recent waves of conduct, he has shown that Boakai does not have one integrity. You know, integrity goes with courage. And courage goes with pain. It is that pain others are not willing to bear. That's why they lose courage. They have it. But how do you exercise it? It goes with pain. It goes with discomfort. Courage in itself, it goes with discomfort. It's a double-edged sword. That's how it is. It is a double-edged sword, right? You who are going to muster that courage, the backlash from that courage is also going to hit at you. It goes with pain. Now, the person you are going up against with that courage is also going to feel the pain. So as a result, they will hit back. You see, most of the things people call us, they brand us, they call us name, we are prepared for it. That is why it is. You got to muster the courage. The courage goes with pain. It goes with discomfort. It is that courage that makes you the man. To say, though it's shameful, but let me just go say the truth. That's courage. Though they will laugh at me, but let me just say it. That's courage. You got to muster the courage. Let me just say it. Though the guy will go against me, but I just got to say, you got to muster the courage. Because that courage goes with some consequential effect. And those things will come haunting back at you. But you don't care about the pain. You don't care about the neglect. You don't care about the disassociations that people will have to, measure out as a result of what you have done to them. So these are things that happen all of the time. So you just leave it and say, look, let them say what they want to say. Let me just say what I can say, and that's it. My mind is clear. It's clear, but of course it goes with pain, and that's why it is. Now, why am I saying that Boakai does not have one integrity? Let me tell you something. If that old man had integrity, one, that old man who have determined and know exactly who to yoke with and who to get what from. In his state of being a former rich man or destitute Liberia at his class level. That man could not resist any money from anybody, no matter where you came from. Even I myself, that year I get tender. There are certain people I can't yoke with. No. Even the former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, despite us saying that she was corrupt, she had this public, she had, you know, one thing about the public, let me tell you something, all we're not correct, right? We're not correct. But if you can manage your terrain well, if you can make people out there not to just visibly see you like you're not correct, oh no, we got our own problems, right? But your ability to manage it for the public to not see it is what makes you that person. Why are you working on it within? But the public should not just be seeing you. That's why you see American people, you know why they make you to think that their system is clean? Because the way they make the appearance. The American man will make you to look like they can stand in line. They don't follow corruption. Nobody can do it. They will do all the public showings. They will do it. So that you look at the American system and you say, oh, these people in the system is correct. They're not getting any corruption that lie. Deep down behind that, the people stealing, they can take place. But the appearance, it matters. The appearance matters. Right? Nobody saying anybody is perfect. Like me, I will not tell you something, but there are some high court decisions that you don't want to get involved with because what the public will think. And once the public will be able to know about it and think about it, you resist it. And that is not good. Don't do it. Because the public will judge you by what they see. What they don't see, they don't know you for it. So that's why our little sinner, we try our money. Look, it doesn't mean you should continue it because you're not aware, because you know the day they are aware is a bad thing for you. So you try to work on it. Right? Former President Ellen Johnson said, despite all the names they call her, when Ellen Tyler decided to build that big house on the highway there, when Ellen Tyler called Ellen there to go and dedicate the house, what she said? Right? She said, I can't be yoking myself with Ellen Tyler. You say that here, they put hungry, they put this, that here. Then you can't put yourself, build the kind of big house here you want for me to come dedicate it there. I'm not going there. You know why I'm measuring that? Good. I'm trying to do that so that you can see that if worker can look at a visible, indicted, and criminal, instant on water spoon, and still collected money for him. In fact, at the time he had known that this man was a criminal. He was still collecting money from this man. He himself, at one point in time, Walker called Henry Costa a blackmailer. But he still managed to go with Costa from place to place, collecting money and begging for money from this man. What the integrity here? Besides, he's a Baptist, I don't know, big man. You know, Thomas too was a Baptist man, right? So when the Baptist people in power, you got to wonder. Something is somewhere what they got. So he's a Baptist people now. He's supposed to live a religious life, not just religious life, but he must practice the doctrines of Christianity. He didn't stop there because they agreed that he didn't know that what was more. At the time he became president, he took picture with the criminal again. What's the integrity? So that thing about Boga integrity, let's put it one side. The reason I'm trying to impeach on his credibility is integrity, first of all, so that we're not allowed to discuss somebody who get integrity or somebody who does that. No, now what we're coming to discuss, we're not discussing that kind of person. Let's come to the issue of what they have started doing that is haunting them today. People don't live in deceit. They rise issue that in this country, like in the book too, I was also reading when the man was trying to describe, he said a whole government came down because of a bowl of rice. That's why he described it. He said a whole government was toppled, like the top administration now, because of bowl of rice, meaning the rice riot in 1979. Today, as expected, the government of Liberia decided to add $2 to the cost price. So I say what they call, I say retail, I say cost price of rice on the Liberia market. And I'm discussing retail here because that retail buy can be level the people to do their own thing. The one that can be mostly regulated. The regulated fee, the price of rice, that one I come to discuss now. Then we'll get us out there because the Liberian people, the regulated price, that one part, let's say for instance, if you went to the gas station, the government of Liberia say gas that's $7.90, that the regulated price. So if I went and got gas $7.90 and decided to sell it $800 or whatever it is, that is the public price. That is what they decide to do with it. The government cannot restrict them on the basis of that. Left with what a customer want to buy, because they get options, right? So the regulated price is what we are discussing. Right? Good. Brilliant. This is what we call the regulated price. I'm talking about retail. The wholesale. So let's take you back a bit, because Jeremiah Cole said in his own springs of ungratefulness, he did not stop there. Jeremiah Cole would have gone quietly and stay away. You don't have to lie on we are in showing your side of ungratefulness. You don't have to lie on him because he won't be president today. Jeremiah Cole lied. He said rice were 1,600 when we came, sarcastically. He said it carried way down to 3,000. So it was double the price. Jeremiah Cole, of all people. I told you people, look, I get friends, but when it comes to truthfulness, I don't have time. I'm not going to insult him, nothing, but I'm just going to speak the truth, and that's why it is. Because these things are on record. So Joshua came to power. Honor the mantra, pro-poor, meaning every decision should be in favor of the poor people. That was it, right? Pro-poor. Now, pro-poor means these people are poor. Whatever decision we take should be decisions that consider the strength of the poor people, the ability of the poor people, the capacity of the poor people. So that is what that decision will go towards. So we can say this decision is pro-this. So like you look at me now, you say pro-government, right? Good. So when you call me pro-government, meaning anything I'm doing, it should be aimed towards promoting or in the interest of government. So you're used to call me a pro-government general. I say, what? I know how you call us today now. I know how you anti-government. Okay, we have turned to anti-government journalists. So we are anti-government journalists now. So pro-government journalists are journalists who will do things in the interest of the government that will satisfy the government to the benefit of the government, right? So the government stands to benefit from whatever a journalist would do on the radio that will rather appease them. So that is what they call pro-government media, pro-government journalists. And what it is, so I'm going to break this thing down so that we'll understand where the pro-poking. So if you say pro-government, because you're used to call us pro-government journalists, I don't know where we are now, but we are anti-government journalists now, and I take that. Anyway, you want to put me in your business, I don't have time for you. You are not feeding me, and you will never feed me because you're not even feeding yourself correct. How you can feed me? So that lead that one. Let's come to the issue now, right? So we are talking about pro-government. Let me take this thing off and right? Pro-government is pro-poor. Sorry. So let's come to the pro-poor. Pro-poor means every decision that will be made by the government should be in the interest of the poor people. Their ability to be able to live up to that decision, to be able to absorb that decision, to have the capacity to work with that decision, that policy. That's what it is. So when we came to power, first of all, call the business community. I had a meeting with them. Where is rice price now? Oh, rice price at this level is only be $16 and so forth here and there. And what is this? No, you can't carry at this level. Because we can't come to power That was one of the first things that we are doing is 100 days. It's 100 days. And we had taken over when the what? You know, Liberia produced rice, right? So all the prices you heard people talking about, they were necessitated by the world market price. Now, first time we hear about global market price of this, no. Everything about global market when it came to Liberia on a business, we was always standing there. He said, when it comes to Liberia, we got to reach at a point, right? So they decided to call people to meetings. We are called a group. How much you think you can do? Say this, that. Say, okay, you know what? We know that you're bringing your rice, and we know that this is what it is. But we want for you to bring the price down a bit. So some of the rice prices, somewhere it was around, and somewhere it was 16. He decided to say, "Lawyer, bring the 25 kg something to $14." So when you buy $14, when you buy $14.50 or so forth, then maybe we can put it $2 and $10 on there, and then you see a 16 or so forth. That's how it used to operate. That's how it would. So it was at 14. So now people at 15. That's how the price used to just be. But the government said, we have said, look, this is what we'll do, right? We'll meet you halfway. We are not saying you should just bring your price down, but the government will subsidize. We'll meet you halfway. So you will get your actual price 14. Now why you will give it to us for? So in the market, you are going to give it to us for $14. We the government. So who is the government in this case? The people, right? Good. So the man is still selling his rice $16.50. But when you went to the rice store to go buy it, we has already factored you as a person in a government, a pro-poor person. So that decision is meant that when you go there, they will give it to you for $14. But it is not $14 wholesale price. That may get it. No. The government is bringing additional money to add to that 40, but he doesn't want for you, the ordinary people, to feel that burden. So the government will look for the money in the country and get it right back to those people. So as a result, the rice begin to go up at $16.50. That's what it was. So you hear Kuna talk about what this happened? For 5 years, almost 6 years, we are maintained it that way. Until 2023. When we look at it, he was advised by the finance minister, the economic management team. He said, Mr. President, we are going to election. It's not easy. We have managed with these people for all these years. And the subsidy, we got to pay about 11 billion every budget. Every year, we are paying 11 billion on food. Right? Good. So we are backing you. We're going to election. We need to fund our own election. We are paying this. The election cost is very high. So what we can do, let's suspend it for now. Let the rest importers carry their price to the regular. Let's suspend it for now. Then after the election, when we have won, we can now come back even bigger and better and say we'll meet the rest importer, because at that time now we are making specific interventions now. We're not going to just be maybe giving the, but we're now going to think about how we can go into the agriculture sector. But again, this time with much interest in seeing to it that our people will be able to know that we are transitioning somewhere. That was we plan. So they decided to say, look, we'll leave it at this level. It left there to $16.50. COVID-19 came in this country. Joshua did not use that as excuse. When food business was hard, every country was keeping their own food to their houses, keeping it for their citizens. Export was a serious challenge. Yet, the price of rice remained at that, and there was no excuse that we are gave for that. The Russian and Ukraine war came in. The shipping lines are supposed to be used, the medium through which sell you right here. Used to come to Liberia, take our residents from here and carry that all our things. People used to come in Liberia to come and feed on Liberians under the pro-poor government. honor of pro-poor policy, they could come to Liberia, take rest, carry it to go sell it in Sierra Leone. You never see Sierra Leone rice coming to Liberia. No. You see Liberian rice leaving from Liberia going straight to Sierra Leone. Because they buy it here cheap, they carry it to their country, they sell it 18, 20, just like that. People were feeding on Liberia during the COVID time. While everyone else going hungry, people were feeding on Liberia during the COVID time. Was it not global crisis? The Russia and Ukraine war, was it not a global crisis issue? It was. People were feeding on Liberia. That is what we call pro-poor, and its meaning was taking effect in the lives of the ordinary citizens. When that happened, and 2023 came, and we have said, look, let them just go up, and when we come back, yeah, we can still reconsider that. Unfortunately, we did not win. Our rights stay like that. When they came as rescuers, the rice importers had not even said anything about, because they knew within themselves that they have a bunch of criminals who have dealings with the cartel, who benefited from the cartel, and who stand to benefit from the cartel. They know it. They decided to start just because they know nothing will happen to them. They believe that we are doing that thing by monitoring, doing all of the things. They care. They believe this government is a criminal government. Social stealing going on. The Minister of Commerce is really a big businessman. He's also somebody who's money gobbler. He can also put money inside a big stomach. Now, these people are stealing. So they bother with a cartel that used to rob in the people. So as a result, they put for the pressure on them. Some people yesterday carrying the rice prices up. And yeah, they don't pro-poor time here. The rescuer does not care about people. So pro-poor versus rescue, who's supposed to care the more? Because here is it, I'm poor, but I'm not drowning. Right? I am poor, but not drowning. Yet, our government took decisions that affected my life and took into consideration my status. The person who drowning, that you came to rescue, you the rescuer, you are not taking a decision that considers that man's status, where he was, how helpless he was. Because for you to rescue someone, they must be helpless. Poor man is not a helpless person. No, I can be poor, but I still have strength. Whatever I want to eat, I eat it, or whatever it is. But I mean, for somebody to be in a state of helplessness, they can't help themselves. They can't help anybody. That person, when you come, the only thing they need from you is help themselves. They need help from you for themselves first. So a rescue which is more strong can come and cannot match the pro-poor, then where are we getting? Who's supposed to care the most? A policy that is pro-poor, or policy that is rescue-driven? Which one? I've never heard about a rescue mission where the rescuer is heavily depending on the helpless to help themselves out. Never ever have seen that. All the help will come from the rescuer. They will lift you up, they will hand you, they will back you so that you can stand on your feet. They will not do anything to keep you down. So you come to power. You think about India? They think they're talking about India Sunday. You think that today is started? No. The guys, you know, everyone was telling you during the campaign, will say United Party people were depending on NGO and OMIO in the country, the acting that they were governing the country, that we is the real president who was independent enough to rather the country resources and see to it to benefit the citizens, creating Wi-Fi, free tuition, meeting rent subsidies, 11 million going. All the interventions that we have made, when we are telling you all that we are getting a country at heart, we are just telling the country that our houses or that breaches. When we say somebody get a country at heart, the country is the people. So you will take decisions that will be in the interest of the people. Right? So if your decision that you are taking is not to the general good of society, that decision, no matter how good it is, can be reversed. So once it affects the general good of the society, no matter how good that decision is, and it's affecting them negatively, you can reverse that decision. Because why? Affecting that decision will affect the larger society negatively, and you don't want that. So as a result, you relax on it. That's why you come down and say, look, we got to take into consideration the people's feelings. Even in the courthouse, in the courthouse, and I define the last time what they call public policy, and I told you that, you think what the court can use that. You know what I call public policy? Public policy means the lawyer like the law. But the lawyer, it will apply the law here, it will affect the public. So as a result of that, we will ignore the law and then apply something reasonable that the public will survive. In the court hall, they get that one day. They can put that one. Then this is why it is. I teach you that one. I taught you that one ever since, and you got it. That is why it is. So everywhere, there are considerations. Because you look at the interests of the people. These people have been suffering. Now, you know what you have done now? When you decided today to announce that you are adding $2 on the $16.50 that we are just left it at for just maybe the election time, because they're the budget year. Very good. The entire 2023. So 2023, 16 hours, 50 cents, 16 hours, 50 cents, that was right. The guys decided to carry the price up by themselves. Now, you added that up, so it goes to $18.50. That is for wholesale. Right? That is for wholesale, meaning you added $2. So that $2 you added now, those of us that buying it at the regulated price, that one at different level. When we finish taking it from there, now we and the other people will die inside. Because you know what? Let me tell you how the prices can go up. Maybe you don't understand it. The man goes to the warehouse to go buy the rice, $18.50. He takes the rice from here straight to Firestone. Each bag of rice price, because the people that don't carry the rest for them, each bag of rice price, or where they're able to stop it, every cost that is incurred, the citizens will pay. So that's why you see, for the government to regulate the price, the government does not go to the shops to go regulate the price. Does not go into the market to say, why are you selling red day price? They don't do that. You know why? The cost associated with taking that rice from where I bought it, $18.50 to bring it here, it left with me. I know what I went through. So as a result of that, I'm able to charge the cost of my rice. If you came to me and you wanted it in US dollar, I'm going to tell you, say $21. Because I know what I went through. The government does not control that. It's an open market. The government does not control that. Now the government took the rest from that to bring it to my house. The government did not buy a few to make sure that that rest left from where they stopped it and then it came to my house. I brought it there. So for the people that I brought it there for, I get different price that I'm going to give them. Because you know what? A lot of people want to leave my rice and then they say they come into town or somewhere here, closer here, to come buy. Maybe they will still pay the same transportation again to take the rice. So the transportation cost, all the costs associated with it, it comes there. So every one of us now, we know what we went through. So some people even say $25. Some people want to sell the rest $24. You don't control that. The government, when you hear the government say we don't control, because they are not the one that are responsible for transporting the rice from place to place. It's not their business. They don't have any responsibility on that. No. So what is going to be happening now is they have just left us in the hands of these retailers so that we'll just die one day. Because the idea is they will sell at any price as they deem fit. Now, let's look at the triple, the rollback effects that will affect everyone else. You came to power. According to you, whatever you do here today, right? According to you, you came to power. The government of Liberia, the previous government, which of course that happened under pressure, and we want to tell you people here, why World Bank nearly pulled out of the country, and we had to do it. They harmonize the salary. So let's come to the harmonization and see how it's affecting you people now. One, your salary remains the same. They don't work on it. And I used to be telling you, say, you know, the part of people were depending on me and NGO and running the country. The idea that there were some people who were running government. People have no idea how to run government. They have no contacts, nothing. They have no means. That's just God exposing them. Go to the transport ministry. It's an open door policy now. They want to raise every revenue they will squeeze it out of you any kind of way they want to. And I am really of the greatest thought that the government has even brought in here in this country to raise money out of it as well. This government is looking for money any and everywhere. They will not compromise anything for you people. You will continue to suffer. You will drown. And this is what you will go through. And you see the terrible part of it? This government, they imported here for them to sell it. They are making business out of you. Your poor said you will suffer. Check behind you. You don't see the government bring here continue in this country here to sell it too. Because you know what they are doing now? Even at the level of the driver's lesson department, all the regulations that used to be in place, where they will ask you driver, not everybody's going to get driver lesson, but this time that you walk in, just walk there and get a driver lesson, no regulation, because that's the money they want. They don't care about the safety of the citizens and that the money they want. They don't care. These people are the people who told you say that they ran the country for 12 years. You see how all the withdrawal exposed them? Now what God, you know God did this, right? They were there sitting, oh, we are experienced people. You know, they were there before the country was like this. And good that they came back now at the time. We are now in charge of our own economy. Go back. The hardship, our friends, continuous and thing cannot leave the port just easily nowadays. Every little thing they will screen it out of you. You have to, look, let me tell you something. This country is the country for all of us. There are certain decisions that you will relax on as a person because you think that whatever decision you institute at this time, it will affect the people. And can the people withstand it? Do they have the capacity to absorb it? You got to ask that question. If this decision will be able to drown the people, you have to forget about that. That race person that we're talking about, yo. Then they got to talk about how they will take money, they get a report for money. Let me tell you something. It takes time. Who told you when Tobo was talking about carrying rice price up? You think Tobo was not having Tobo already had an alternative on ground. Tobo said, look, we have invested a lot in the local rice. And we want for Liberians to subscribe to the local rice. So as a result of that, let us be able to carry up the price of foreign rice. It was the government itself deliberate action that the government was taking that action to say, you know what? We're trying to discourage people from getting imported rice. That while we are carrying the price up, it was the government itself that decided that. So that people will go to the soil, they start taking. Now, there's government now. What is the, now that the people carry the rapper, according to you, that the outside people carry up, what action have you people taken to say, look, okay, let's agree we may have done it at that level. A government that is sensitive to the people they came to rescue. Knowing that Osebo 7, whose salary was already harmonized, he will now have to take $2 for his salary again to go and buy rice. Could you imagine that? You are further harmonizing the main capacity, the main purchasing power. The reason the man said his salary was harmonized because that harmonization affected his purchasing power. For the fact that you are carrying up rice price, you are affecting his purchasing power. When you carry up petroleum price, you are affecting his purchasing power. Everything you carry up, you are affecting that man's salary. I remember people that he rescued there. You see, you know, and this is something that we saw and we knew. People will not get any way out of it. Any way out of it. No. All the measures that you see them put in place. yeah. Why don't you go up, you come down? Let me ask all of you civil servants who are passing here, right? How many they rest press that they carry all your now? How much is your salary? It takes $2 away from your salary. And some of you civil servants, you all know your girl, I don't know, football team in your houses. Does it not affect your salary? Oh, so you just think every increment government does, it does not affect your purchasing power? If did they carry your salary up to be able to commensurate with the purchasing power? Because if you see, oh God, yeah. What? This country, you see how God can punish you. The reason you will continue to suffer is because you did not understand these things. Some of you were very ungrateful. Joseph Boakai then were living on life support. The life support government they were running in this country. The NGO were in, Omio was in this country. The life support. The moment our life support left, that's when we all came in. We're now responsible for our own military. We're now responsible for our own police. We're now responsible for all the security system in this country. We're now responsible to pay them. Not just that. We're now responsible to facilitate our children going to school, to make sure free wax is paid. Where was that money coming from? The same country. We're also responsible. Omio has left. All your life support mechanisms, they have gone. But we are inheriting our country, taking on liability that is by far in the best interest of the people. That is pro-poor. We needed those decisions. Because the poor man who does not have $60 to pay and is not working in government to make sure that when his salary comes, maybe government pay, he can take $60 for that to pay a child was fee. That poor man who laying out in the village and has no government job, at least his child is able to go take was free. General, it cuts across pro-poor. University of Liberia. When that poor man child graduates and of course comes to town, the only thing he has to do is to look for the bare minimum, because to have transportation here and there, those are problems. Today, we are decided to make sure that we have that. Then you look at the buses and brought buses and decided, look, we have these buses here. We can get 2 to the University of Liberia. Let them use it. Pro-poor again. Rice. Pro-poor. So you can see that the pro-poor was living pro-poor. This rescue is a dead rescue. Pro-poor was living. In fact, to the extent that we are even went far and decided to talk to some people for them to produce some kind of rice. You saw the Liberian flag on it. But you know anything about Liberia? These see United Party people then say, John, we are not bring rest in this country to come kill the Liberian people. They said they are pro-poor. They were saying it. They said the rest that John we have brought with the Liberian flag on it, it will kill Liberian people. They brought rest to come kill the Liberian people. They said that. You see, I always told people, never live in deceit and lies. Never live in that. Never. It will haunt you someday. Especially when you see reality and you're going against reality. When it bounces back at you, it can be too terrible. You have nowhere to stand. You have no wall to face. You have nothing to back you, and you will be gone. And in just less than 6 months, the UP mission has crashed. Here we are. $2. Silver 7. Tell me your salary, then I will tell you, man, on $2 what it means for you. You know the rate at which they are operating now? Silver 7, y'all come up now. Where the harmonization group? Y'all come up. Oh, you don't care about it? Oh, okay, no problem. People may sit and say a lot of trash, but this country has moved, because I used to call it bar, right? So it has moved from bar to worst. Under we are administration, the country was bad. Under Boga's administration, the country has moved to worst. And people may not understand. We are not in this business to come and say, oh, yeah, there's that. Let me tell you something. I pray one day, look, where we are in his groups are, they are relaxed and relieved. If it were we are, the kind of thing happening, Canada, you know, let me tell you where we are came from. We are then came from a background of celebrity. They like for every action they take to be rewarded with celebration. So as a result, that's why you see in a football game, as part of punishment that could demotivate a team, they would tell you players to play at an empty stadium. It demotivates you. The cheers that you see, especially from the home fans, it can motivate you to go the extras. Weah was a president who wanted to take decisions that will see him being celebrated. So as a result, most of his actions were thinking about not to hurt people, but to make people happy, because throughout his life, the football he played was to bring smiles on people's faces, was to bring joy. Everything they did on field. That's why when you see the players behave the way they behave, they break down, they are crying like Cristiano Ronaldo in the World Cup. When they are crying because they believe that people are let down. They believe that their actions on the field should rather bring smiles on the faces of people. That is the background. That's the orientation Josh Weah comes from. Joseph Boakai then comes from a background where they don't care whether people. What we are saying, me and I'm normal politician, because because he comes from a background where he considers the happiness of the people. Not everybody, but the happiness of most of the people. Because that is their life. The moment you start to criticize them, you put them under pressure because they want to overturn that criticism. That's why you see some of the players. Sometimes when they go back, I remember Samuel Eto'o, he left Barcelona when he came home to Chelsea. When he scored a goal, he decided to do his Ringo celebration like an old man, so that he starts celebrating because smile was now back again. That is how they live their life. They like to be celebrated. So these men were governing this country, putting smiles on our faces. Every decision we are talking, he wanted to see Liberians happy. There were times that people were supposed to leave the streets. I can remember. One time, a guy wanted to explain to me, a motorcycle, a keke guy. The guy said he was running Boulevard because Weah was in his car. You know, Weah can yet take off some of the cool time there to experience life of Liberia. You used to see Weah in the traffic? Or you think that Weah used to leave a convoy behind? So now Weah used to be in the traffic with you. Some of you didn't even know. You know why Weah did that? Weah did that to feel the experience, the pinch of the people. So the guy said, the keke guy narrated to me, the guy said it was around Kalando, somewhere around right after the CDC airport. That's when you're coming towards town. Right. So he said the guy is in the keke and he's there running with the keke with the lady. So he went near the guy and said, hey, slow down. So the keke guy stopped, looked at Weah in the face. He knew Weah. So when the lady was in the back, instead of trying to focus on what Weah was doing, the keke guy said, the lady looked at Weah and said, but when the person here are talking like they face low like Weah, that how Weah won, all of a sudden he zoomed away from there because somebody has identified him. That's what the keke guy said. I'm not the one that said it. This is a keke guy who encountered Weah in the traffic. That is how you were engaging them. That is how he was telling them. So that guy went home knowing how to speed down because a president of a republic, instead of using power, instead of saying pack your keke, was able to talk to him. The guy said from that day, I decided to be careful when I'm in the traffic. He said, well, I said, but why are you careful? He said, because I don't know who are in the traffic that monitoring me. He said that day I saw the president. There were times that Weah was in the traffic with you people in places. He went there to see because there were times that you could not. No, let me tell you something. This is how you feel the touch of the people. When they say the men had a country at heart, oh yeah, we are getting a country at heart. We are getting. So today now, these actions versus we have action. Who really can we say get this country at heart? Oh God, yeah. People sit down, they look at themselves, they ask themselves questions. I said, why are we? And like I told people always, don't do anything. Look, don't hire your head to make people happy. Too much. Do what you think is right for God, and the majority of the people, once they are happy, that's it. That's just it. That's it. Because do you have to do anything to make people vex or to whatever? No. Just your smile alone can make people vex. Your progress alone can make people vex. So what do you do? Did Jesus do anything for them to crucify him? Whatever? Nothing he did. So it is possible that people will go against you for just speaking the truth. That's why I don't care about people's approval. They are just useless to themselves. Anybody who think that you, oh yeah, I want to approve, maybe you are useless to yourself because you are completely useless to me. I don't care about you. Do you think I really care about you? You are uselessly useless to you, your generation, and everyone else who believe in your uselessness. All of you are useless. So I don't care about your approval. The people. Do you know the thousands and millions of people who be so for those people that, for your one business or for a few person like you business? I'm gonna leave the thousands and millions of people who believe in me and then take their law for me and tell them, hey, I'm feeding bad today because one useless human being can't stand for me. Can't allow what you think I really care about you? Did Jesus Christ do anything to them before they decided to crucify him? Did he do anything to them? Did he hurt them? Did he change to the extent that they decided to crucify this man? They said, do what kind of thing the man grabbing ear and putting it back? Stay, they say we'll do bad thing to you. Eh? Peter, they call the man ear or the man grab it ear and put it back. Stay, they say we'll do bad thing to you. Look at that kind of thing there. The way George we were able to save Joseph Boga, and Joseph Boga still say I will do bad to you. So Joseph Boga and no demon there that crucified Jesus, they're not no different. They're no kind of witchcrafts, no Pharisees, and so these are the witchcraft then that crucified Jesus. Because here is a your color with somebody in the Garden of Gethsemane. You decided to take so-called the man ear. The man grab your ear and put it right back. Stay, you say we'll crucify the man, we'll kill the man. Look at that kind of thing there. So that's the same thing in there. So I don't even get time for all of that, you know. And I people may not understand, but don't care about people what God. Just care about whether you are doing the right thing by the approval of many. And you will know it by yourself that indeed you are doing the right thing, because the idea is when you go, you come down, but that is why it is. So I want to say, folks, we are right here tonight. Rice price is now likely at $21, $22, $25. Anywhere you want to take it now, you'll take it there by your business. As far as we are concerned, it's $18.50 now. So wherever you want to take it, you can take it there now. Now what can happen? You know, the citizens, they are very smart. If our government decides to be heartless to the citizens, the very citizens will start being heartless to each other when they complain. They say, but ain't your government carry the price, or you won't blame me? I mean, carry. Yeah, wash it. Every year, wash it. The citizens, they monitor, and you know, some business people really corrupt already. Then they go tell and say, don't blame me, my sister. Now, I mean, the problem. Some people will cut their rest cup into half when you go complain and say, why are you blaming me for? Ain't your government carry up? Not me. So, people will be heartless to one another. You know where it starts? It starts with where the government is heartless. Now, when you see heartlessness taking over the country, blame it on the government. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. These people are liars. These people are thieves. They came to steal, and that is exactly what they are doing. They will take and screen everything out of you because they must survive. You would have came. They would have came so that you will rescue them. Boga is already rescued. Katumu, oh, brilliant. Boga children are all into things. Chamaku, brilliant. All the lies they lie on we are is for them to be rescued. They will string everything out of you because you decided to rescue them and not yourself. So you left yourself backward. So they will use you. And you know what Amara said before? Amara said Liberians are useful idiots. Today, yes, it's true. You people are useful idiots. The very Amara went to you people and decided to use you in an idiotic manner. So you people are useful idiots. Useful idiots are people who are used as idiots to the benefit of other people and not themselves. And what you're going through today. Those of you who are part of the rescue mission, you are useful idiots. Amara said that. Useful idiots. They went there, they use your. They don't use person like me. Amara can bring a thing there to make a thing I do a useful idiot. I look at that. That the real useful idiot and the anything using you now, they will scream everything out of you. Because you're useful and you are idiots. So they will use you. Good for you people. Thanks so much for that. And I said it the last time when Amara posted that thing, say useful idiots. The time was coming when you're going to be useful idiots. Today you are useful idiots. So is it not true that you're useful idiots? You are using you now. So the man said it. The man said useful idiot. He put it there. And today you are useful idiot. They use you. So that's it. We are getting there. So thanks to all of you for listening. And those of you playing the cash giveaway, keep playing. Keep doing what you can. We are certainly getting there. You keep playing. That's *7 and then you can hit that, and we are certainly getting there. So I'm about to do the draws for many of you, so that you can get ELA money while we are here. At least that money there can cut down the $22 or $23 or $25. Some people even say $30 in the country. That one of their business. That how you can operate. Everyone you want to complain, say go ask your government. I mean carry up that your own government carry up. I mean. So what the issue about that? Nobody will talk. Crown Stubborn is proud to be associated with the show. So until we are very much as Liberians understanding ourselves, we are certainly getting there. We are getting there. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. Our callers right here on this very day. My name is Severin Golson. We are right here with you tonight on this very day. I'm forever grateful. So we're going to use about 30 minutes, and I'm going to be picking some of your stuff. Oh, we are getting there, man, people. Liberia is a great nation. I like that. We are getting there. Hey, man, the Civil 7, I really like their business. Oh, yeah. I really like their business. They will calculate, and so we are certainly getting there. And we will get there. Let me get to my woman there. I didn't want to feel kind of pain when things are happening. Hello, how you doing, man? How you doing, man?
This is Mansiba from Tulsa.
Yeah, Mansiba, let's hear from you, yeah.
If you would do these people, and they did not listen. And these people who have been buying investment in huge quantity, especially our Fulani business people, they are going to get rich. Because some of them got over 20,000 bags in their warehouse. Because they are informed them already that they're going to carry the website. So we are going to see the rats, the rare hard rat. We will feed it. Just imagine the other day I listened to Cherokee when you were on Freedom. Somebody called Sanu and said they were selling the half dozen for 4,900. At the time, they are not going to give one. So what made you think with the new price now, the rest will not go up with it?
Amen. Let me give me 7,000, sir.
You see there? I called my sister in Panyama. She said that time last month, she said they were selling this there for $3,850. Now it will go up. We told the people, the Propo, our son, who you are saying he does not know anything, they made that go back there. But the only thing I talked to my son that kind of within my own spirit, I say, when you live in the day you will turn the country over to Baka, when you live in, carry the Buga dancer, you carry the stupidness, you carry the craziness, let your wife put the push in a Ghana must and carry front. But when you live in, make sure the rope the Liberia people used to tie you with. That is the short one there. And that short rope is here. We're going to start Baka with it. Let it go. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks. I appreciate, and so much for that. And we are certainly getting there. And let me get on to this other caller right here on this guy. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Good evening, my dear brother. This is Abraham calling you from New York.
Let's hear from you, boss. Great to have you on.
my dear brother, we are getting there.
We are,
No,
certainly.
I want you to play Jeremiah Boom voice. When anyone hear the rest was 1,600, we are going to carry down to 3,600. How much the rescue team will carry down? No. $2. You harmonize my pay, I will harmonize your vote. Play the voice. So if somebody stay making $150 and you add $2 on the bag of rest, so how much what happened? You're not even yesterday when the government carry some taxes over by 10 cents. They can bet people can be crying in this country. In this country, by $2. I say in America, once the government or the state or the federal government carry some taxes up by 10 cents or by 25 cents, it can help people pocket. Then before I said $2, AB, we are getting there. AB just said it. These guys don't have no money. No money. They're looking for money everywhere. Like you regularly said, AB, that army and NGO in our country, I'm telling you, it will help those people. AB, the country have been rescued. I don't know that they want to rescue themselves or they're coming to come rescue the country. Thank you, my dear brother.
All right, thanks for your contribution. Appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there, and we will get there. No matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Bro, quickly, let's hear from you. No time.
Yeah, it be good day. This is William Bro again.
Yeah, bro.
When you started the show, I called your historical point about one family that ambassador who wrote
Yeah.
Benon, okay, will give me, and with our quotation, I need to say, according to so were he there? Was he there when the incident occurred?
Well, you know the white people then they will always be there. So let's do that thing. We're going to know white people here will be on that thing. But let's do that one and now we're discussing. So let's just continue on the topic.
All right. Then let's go to the people who selling the chicken fellow. Yes. People can sell chicken fellow now in the world. Even here, people selling chicken fellow because they can build pillow with it. They can put it in pillow. Yeah. So it's one of the good businesses to do. So, but that come to the Waka people there. You see, Ebi, these people, you see, someone like myself was talking today and was saying something. Every time you see we have to do something, or he does something, you will observe that it signifies something. The other time when he and Kalago video came up where he was doing karate, he was showing signal. That's a self-defense. You come after me, I will self-defend myself. That was a signal. When he was in the chatting, oh, make you stop, make you don't cry. That was the signal of what was coming on. So some of these things, you should look at the sound beyond the action of that human being that God brought to our country that both people were looking. Today, that rent price will go up, and will go up more than that. And the country will be stranded. And there are certain ways that the country need to be stranded, good, so they can learn. You see, people can learn when they are in, people can be grateful when they're getting small. If you can remember when the world was fighting, people were crying. Yes, only for peace they were crying. But they can be grateful sometimes when they see good things. So sometimes it's good for people to suffer. Then before you learn sense, to be grateful. So me, I pray to God say go on cuckoo. I'm a prayer. All right. So that the masses can feel the pain. That next time they will vote widely and be patient in their political decision.
No, sometimes that's what stealing can do. When people steal away things, it makes people to think that it was approved by others and so forth. So I normally would not think that many of the sound people were able to afford this calamity. Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, Mr. Gunson.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my brother? And oh, this is Mr. Rodney Peabody again.
Okay, Peabody.
Yeah. So I was calling. One day I was talking about you, and I hate to say this in front of the person, but I just saying it to say how Liberian thinks. I was always sharing your view. Right? You can't even talk good. So then you got.
Hey, gosh. Can you imagine? Ja, please call back if you can. And it'll be great for us. And so let me get on to this female line. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Please go on. Your name quickly. No time.
Yeah, this is calling from Johnson Bay.
All right.
Even we told the people that they 79-year-old people never had it for the country. They thought we're joking. Even they don't have activity. They don't have what faculty. Well, you know what? They still Liberian people. They thought of people in the best. They were only situations are going to suffer. But now, everyone was suffering. I was listening to your show this morning. And you know that even the people playing that still just in the way. You're coming in the morning, you just have
everybody can play.
So I want to tell the money I told you, I said, well, I don't think where station just gave away. Where we see it. They cry for king and God gave them king. That's why I go and rest. And I bring for see that people will look at our flashlight, they will never find it. They all 79-year-old people that God said God can pay for offering to go to church. Why did they get offer the country? Nothing they get offer the country. So I go almost it was even 25 hours, we just passing. You see, you can say we get it that we are there, or we're not getting it already there. That's why we're seeing it. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you. Around on the screen here, I'm just trying to share with you because when I said in the first 100 days, that's when we did this thing here. So you seen that? So they say Liberia stable food reduced by $2 and $4 and 25 kg and 50 kg bags of rice. So you see what I was talking about is right there. You can see it, and it's February 2nd and February 2, 2018 is when the publication was made. So February 2, 2018, you know, it falls within 100 days, right? So when we're telling you that, it's always recorded. And it's right here. And you can see it there, right? So there's nothing about it. We are certainly getting there. So we will overall prevail. We will certainly get there. And God is wonderful. And so we think that life is good for all of us. Yeah, can't take it so much. So something can just send in the stuff. Let me see. Can't wreck it all. And I just see something. You just share. Can't a rare researcher. Thank you. I'll leave it for you. You want to hear a part on tomorrow. I just see somebody post them from Jariba and I don't know added there. And what are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you, Evie?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on.
Janet Johnson calling from Matari.
Yeah, Janet. Let's listen to you, please.
People then I tell them Matari children are called beating and so. God will be all in that way. Because the Joya people are hungry or God Joya make you hungry in the country here. We are complaining on Joya. But the place rich and because that Matari children, God will be all and they will go to Joya will go for this. Joya will beg you up one day will be him. Yeah. So we inside and we're getting there.
We're getting there. Thank you so much. Say Vivian, what's up? How's everything with you? How you doing? I know.
We getting there.
Bye-bye, say Vivian, and thank you so much. And all right, so let's get on to the next caller. I'm about to do the draws for you guys. So I must have won the stuff already, and I'm about to do the cash giveaway. It was supposed to start hitting your account, so let me do your stuff then quickly. Yeah, we are certainly getting there. And former commissioner, what's up? I'm trying to.
Okay, thank you very much for the show, brother.
We thank God.
My dad advised me that on today I'm not even on the August 20, 2029.
Wow, why?
Yeah. So yeah, we can't get money for and beat my cassava small. Yeah,
but it's on your show. You're a student, and every Friday I will be collecting one cup of rent for you now because the teacher was level.
We play this time around here. So we'll be sitting there, nobody else like a blanket. Yeah, they're making money running around the play. I'm talking about the play. The play. And so some of them are proud, nobody elected in the machine. We are praying for President Weir and for them for him doing it now. We don't be without this year.
I know. I know.
Me, my prayer there in the morning, I go to church. God, those all that had in love for President Weir. The president and king, but that brother, the two brothers, they pass over all. We wrap the blood in our door. They will not reach up.
Right.
Thank God for us in Jesus' name.
Damn, man of God, great. And let's keep praying. Man, Sisi, what's up? I'm doing fine, mommy. You coming up bit? I know what's happening. I hope. Okay, I hope I get you now. Yeah. Okay, go on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please do.
Okay. I say I will be every day, every night. People.
Yeah.
But we were saying those things. They were insulting people. There's some Malafeni government, the Waka government. The thing will come back to the same place. And when one election pass, when you want election in this country, she was on that. So the American government, you so happy the kind of people that came to the country, the thing will come by one of the Waka. And we always follow your life. You always say that the election was stolen. Yeah, it was stolen. Baby, it was stolen. And I can get what when you told my son, believe it. In our life, when the man told you that we are taking the traffic, but believe it. It happened to me. I will poor woman. I can stop for no one. People they stop. I on the top and nobody drop me. Even my mom, that's what I was president. They make it to visit me crowd that if I was saying today. They may want to crowd that you know, maybe he feel about fucking the for me all over the place. And they call me the man saw me that was up to him. And when he enter my place, he said, Ma, what carry you? Because we are down the money with your knees because he must be also. So the look for one of you without me that I will put you on the place. So I can to look for you. I'm going to find out that that's what they want. When they make him the president, he's 200 lawyers. We don't run right here. So our place here. Over 1 hour, sitting in the floor. But he must become over one. He said they won't come out. But when you saw the price of the record of things fast. When you saw the price, if I enter my see up, what will happen to us today? So therefore, I will take on the one who come up, send out that man number, send me to my Lord, that Genola. He will call me the fourth gamma.
He will call you. He will call you. Don't worry. He's a guy.
That's why you pray in the country. The food of God, why will not eat them with that? No one for the food. What kind of body people change the country? Change the country. Why are we crying? Why are we crying? We money every day. What can we come? What can we do? We fight everywhere. But we got to win the election. They care for the year. No sorry for the person. No sorry for it. Thank you, my child.
All right, thanks, man, for your contribution. Let me conclude you guys. I draws now, and so these are all pieces of evidence that you can gather concerning Weir's intervention when he took over, and pro interventions. I don't just want to call them interventions, but pro interventions. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Eddie, hello.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
I'm trying your market for calling from Nigeria.
All right, mommy, let's hear from you, please.
Ma, relegate go to 10,000 will be eating curry. You fear no for. And while we were talking, the people drag us in a what? They can't drag our good land, our set. Now everybody was going to take good path, everybody was going to travel home.
they keep the greedy men and women that here that can be over radio that we the Nigerians are here, that we the one protest for we protest for Bwaka, that we the one protest Bwaka. They brought Bwaka upon us because they know Bwaka cannot see anything, he doesn't say anything, so they were wanted to come to eat over Bwaka, to squander our resources and go by their business. But when they sit down here and they record anything, say that we don't want to protect Bwaka. We never protect Bwaka. So the effort of our see the thing.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate. And we are getting there. And things are going on, and we are certainly getting there. And Akara's Grace sharing with me December 5, 2022 screenshot of Amos 12, the man who sits at LPRC now. And this is what Amos 12 wrote. Okay, just because Grace sent this, I want for Count to deal with this thing on tomorrow. Let me just read this, then we'll bring in on Grace quickly. But let me just bring in this as well. This was a screenshot of what 12 said, and he posted it sometimes back in December 2020 and 2022. So honor we as administration, and this is what was posted there. So let me just see. I want for Count to deal with this thing on tomorrow. Yeah, so I just thought to skip it. But let me just share with you this. This is Amos 12, right? This is December 5. I'll read it for the audience to listen to what Amos 12 said at that time when we were taking some efforts. This is what he said. He said, for the first time in post-conflict Liberia, that December 5, 2022, we almost coming to election period now in 2023. He said, for the first time in post-conflict Liberia, the George Weah government on Saturday formally added on to the already worsening economic hardship our people are going through by increasing the price of 25 kg bag of rice to $17.05 from $13.05. He said when CDC took over in 2018, the price of 25 kg bag of rice did not exceed $15. Right? And we said that? Good. By 2019, 2020, we are government introduced a policy on rice subsidy. 12 are sitting down to LPRC today, milking our country resources and enjoying himself. You know, there will come time in this country that Liberians will not have to wait. And I always told you people, there are certain things you can bear patience with, and there are certain things you don't bear patience. For the people making the kind of statement, and today we are suffering, the time will come, we are certainly getting there. The people will run away from this country. Man, I know anybody, some of the officials of government will pack there and their children and run away. Because we'll look at them in the community and they will have to account for what they are doing to this country. No one waiting for what they call election bill. No, it's our right. We can do that. Elo, how are you doing?
Thank you, AB. Let me give you this quick information. This is Vlad in Winston.
Yeah, Winston. Let's hear from you.
Something is not clear.
Okay.
The Ministry of Commerce Communication Director Jacob Parler just issued a release saying that Mr. Bwaka has invited the importers of rice dealers along the business community to a meeting tomorrow. Just a few minutes ago, the issue of release. They said that there was no consultation that was made before.
Lead that thing, Chief. Lead that thing. Hey, we get it there. Lead it. So you see, Bwaka is running a disjointed government. Whether Bwaka meet with them, Bwaka not meet with them, all we know already. You see, that's how useless this government is. Before a policy decision of such can come up, I believe there were consultations done. But that is useless Bwaka and his administration there now. So let's watch out for what will happen tomorrow. We are getting there. I like that. Oh yes, that will even more tell us that the government is just uselessly useless. You can now see it. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go ahead quickly. No time, Pascal.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you so kindly. Unfortunately, God is not putting us aside from the evil genius. And so we all are into this. This is a sad thing. You know, if we were separated to see these are the people who meant well, and so they're going to have their own life differently. But it's not the case. Even people who made the nasty decision, this useless decision, we still see them in the community there with us. You know, how can we go back to change the decision? We have to wait for 6 years. You know, it's painful. It's just today. Rest was sold to us. God knows exactly. We're not making a story. Today, $22. I bought it because who knows? Maybe tomorrow it could just go to $30. Imagine. It's very possible. Is this the government? Is this the experienced worker that the people saw? You know, you have one rotten apple and you thought you were selling something fresh to us. Even though we told you, imagine somebody telling you about people, even if the man is in the grave, who going to vote for the man. So they were resolved to bring suffering to our people. They were resolved to ensure that the country go back in the toilet. And this is what they did. So, I mean, how are we going to get out of this mess? How are we going to get out of what the people have put us in? A country where there's no law and order. A country where the communist minister will have to sell a bottle of water for 3 hours. But imagine. And you come to say you want to rescue people. Is this the experienced worker that people saw around the country? Is this the experienced worker that spent 42 years in government? Where are we headed as a country? It's a sad time. It's a sad time. Somebody is telling me a cup of red tomorrow will be sold for $80. Got to think about it, Eddie. It's not Ebola time. It's not Corona. We're not fighting any epidemic. There's lots of things that happen in the country.
What guy is useless? What government are useless government? I bet if Baka ever have meeting with the rest people on the Baka expose himself big time again. And what? Hey, I say you're crazy. Hey, see. Jesus, these guys are weak. These guys are weak. Any decision, you see, government, so these 30 people that are you know the party, so I challenge anybody. It I release 34. They say Baka have meeting with the rest put on there. Then the useless we have Baka government has really shown his face. Could you imagine that? After your press Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yeah. No, let me tell you, it's joking, but then we can't allow our country now to go down a dream like this. I think we should start preparing ourselves now for some action to bring our country back to where we can sit and watch it go. Right? If and only if it is true that Baka say he won't be with the importer, then that they say Baka is very useless. Look, sorry for the expression. Look, you will not take such a critical decision. This decision. I don't want to even talk, sir, man. I don't want to even talk, sir. Akara's great. Let me hear from you quickly. No time. Yeah.
Ebi. How are you?
Yeah. Jesus.
My man, Ebi, I'm sorry, but this is the pure calamity.
Jesus.
Of economic against us. You know, the people criticize our administration from the president, in fact. Joseph Boyka to a vice president, his secretary general. They condemn the government, they said the worst thing about government. But you see a few things. Before I come to the rest, you see the motorbike issue? Who is an importer of motorbikes? He started import here. Who is an importer of motorbikes?
Okay.
He got a little store that he used right when he put an SKD sport complex on your right there. He built that place where he bring most of the materials from China. Okay, but he used it as a little cover up. But he got a bigger storage area. So there's a whole almost shipload of motorbikes coming to the country with helmets. Kung have been importing helmets and they bring sufficient helmets to the country. It's a pure business to generate personal revenue. The next thing I will say to you, Jeremiah Kung, the 175 police vehicles they're talking about, he had a connect in Ghana with a big business guy who is a billionaire. They want to give certain resources of the country to that group. So the guys have agreed that they can send 175 cars for this ego to Liberia. So that thing would be almost like donation. But what they did is that he managed to have convinced the Ministry of Finance through the police, and he called the Ministry of Finance to give the police a loan, to sign a loan document of $6 million to pay within the period of 5 to 6 years. And that money will be consumed by them. The guys are looking as far as 2029. On the rest issue, Unity Party, the few group of guys, including the Commerce Minister, they're going to get $1 on every rice. Every rice. The minimum of $1. The quantity of rice that is consumed in Liberia between 1 to 2 months or 3 months maximum, it means the guys will generate between 1 to 2 months $1 million from the sweat and blood of the Liberian people. The 20% increment by the Indian government that came into effect in 2022, they argue as if to say it just came into effect 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I want you to put it to the public. Let the people see it. Eddie, I guess you got a copy of it. If now we can send you a copy so you can see. That it was 2022, and then 2023 immediately took immediate effect. So the price of rice never crossed $16 or $15 or $17. What the guys are doing now is that they have added $5 extra to the price of rice. Rice is going to be sold $22. The sign selling rice $22 to the retail. It may go to $25. You understand? People could, because they said the price will go up tomorrow, the business people could hold the rice. And when they hold the rice, okay, at the end of the day, the ordinary masses going to buy would be the people to bear the financial burden. These people are running government as if to say they have not working government. And I said something. Now look, it was just a boy then who introduced Brian Envelope in the country. So to give the same people power is nothing about Brian Envelope. These are pure economic gangsters. All they know in their life is to get money, put it in their pocket, live big life, pretend as if to say they don't have money. And they export most of the money abroad to service their loan, their mortgage, and other things. Okay, Simon Press, AB, put it on record. They are afraid to announce it, but Simon Press coming go in a few weeks from now. You already agree on that. The press of Simon is going to go.
I see the post screening money from everywhere. They're getting money from just anyone, everywhere they can get it. I don't know.
In the next few days or weeks, they're going to tell all the marketers off the main roads. Because they go into cahoots with some people who got stores, especially our friends them from the other side of the wall. I don't want to be very racist. In fact, I don't want to be racist. That the people who sitting on the road are embarrassing their stores and they're not making money. So that MCC is brave technically to do that piece of work. At the detriment of the ordinary masses Liberian. When you cannot create job opportunities for the people, see the way they come into the motors or cyclists, the motorbikes boys. AB, Jeremiah Kun come and sell the Hamlet to them. Okay, they sell the Hamlet and get the money out of it. They start the motorbikes to these boys and they're not giving them Hamlet. They're not even giving them two. And they pay such huge amount of money. Jeremiah Kun is an importer of motorbike. Put me, say I say. Wow. I know the business, they everything. Okay, he's an importer of Hamlet. During the United Party campaign, all the United Party lawmakers who want a motorbike for him, he gave them the motorbike and they pay on it now. Especially those who won are paying now to him as I speak to you. So it's a pure business that you listen to them when the Commerce Minister, I call him BGD, or Amin Moda, when the Commerce Minister said it is a cartel, it slipped for him off. When he said the rest importers and people have organized a cartel, and Eddie, tell the ordinary people what is a cartel. A cartel that a group of people who selling a particular goods or commodity, they don't want the press to come down. So all of them were saying agree on the press to exploit the people.
I know.
What a cartel.
Okay.
10 people bringing rest. They sit together, they say the rest price will not go below $22. Now the cartel there. Then they organize it. It's not criminal cartel. The idea is the just cartel, for example, in Colombia. Okay, it's the kind of cartel is difficult to break. And the Unity Party people are aware of this cartel. And some of the reasons why they carry the price of rest up, because Joseph Boyka is defaulting in the payment of the people campaign money he took from them. So the way for the people to get their money sooner is to put the price of rest up while you will generate some money, to pay the people money back.
Yeah.
The thing happened right here with Abraham. The guy who sponsored, one of the guys who sponsored Ellen campaign in 2005, Allen Brand. Allen Brand became the sole importer of rest at a point in time when the monopoly was established. The single trading company, do you remember it? They never had office him already. They said the office already, and they put there to one warehouse. You remember single trading company?
Yeah.
Where Ellen then ran behind Georgia died and K in the country, not to bring right. You remember the story?
Yeah.
That is the same thing. The same thing. Joseph Boyka saying that there, I mean, more than former chairman of the Unity Party, okay, his stepson, because open secret, they gave the job on the basis of nepotism because I mean, more than been the horse of Joseph Boyka, that open secret, and his family, okay, because I've been knowing, I mean, more than saying in 1988.
Wow.
Have you asked yourself, AB, 60 years early new Boyka was CWA? When you were in CWA 60 years ago, she knew him. Mayor vice president. Why you think she did not support him to be president in 2017?
Okay.
He's been dated. He's a wicked old man.
All right.
He doesn't forget.
Okay.
And I mean, Modaja there, we still there's somebody in this country talking about morality. Okay? They meant the Liberian people is the time for Liberian people to stand up for themselves.
Yeah, for themselves.
If the ordinary masses cannot stand up for themselves, if the motorbike riders cannot stand up for themselves, that money going to Jeremiah's own pocket. If the people who sell in rest, the petty traders on the sidewalks cannot stand up for themselves, nobody can stand up better for them.
You're right.
Because some of them, and many of them voted this administration with the hope that they were being rescued.
You're right.
You let know Jeremiah go, he said anytime rest was 1,700. But we had time went to 3,000 and somewhere else. And you listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
You play the tape every night, the people listen to it.
Okay.
Today, I'm up for rest.
All right, great. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Time has caught up with us. So, folks, that's it. And these are things that you can see for your own records. So, until we are back here, God willing, with another edition of the show on tomorrow, that's a Tuesday's edition. Wow, the most funniest thing to have heard is that they say, Bwagaze won't be ready put on it. So, we go put small fire. Is that will make it govern the country. But we can never govern the country. That's the most useless and senseless thing that will ever happen. By the way, we're waiting for that. Let's get there. Thank you so much for the time. Until we are back here.